This simple hairstyle can make you look 5 years younger after 60. You ever leave the salon thinking you just got the fresh and fabulous look? And then you catch yourself in the mirror at home, wondering why you suddenly resemble your third-grade school photo? Yeah, been there. Ask me how I know. Welcome back to Glow After 60, where we believe good hair days should keep happening, preferably without any flashbacks to 1972. Today, we're diving into a topic that's equal parts surprising and sneaky. The hairstyle you're rocking right now, it might be quietly adding a few extra years to your look. No judgment, I did it too, for way longer than I care to admit. The good news? A few small tweaks, not a full makeover, could take 5 years off. We're talking smarter shapes, better movement, and saying goodbye to that shrink-wrapped effect some cuts accidentally create. In this video, I'll walk you through the habits, myths, and little updates that can make a world of difference without needing a stylist on speed dial. And trust me, one of the biggest culprits? It's a style most of us were basically trained to believe was age-appropriate. Spoiler, easy maintenance sometimes came at a price. So grab your tea, coffee, or heck, even a glass of wine, and settle in. Because first up, we're talking about the haircut that sounds like a shortcut to chic, but sometimes shaves off volume instead of years. Let's jump in. 1. The too short, too flat trap. You know that moment when you ask for easy to style at the salon, and you walk out looking like a well-meaning librarian from 1985? Yeah, been there. Had the matching glasses too. Back then, short and flat was the golden rule for mature hair. Stylists meant well. They figured less hair, less fuss. Maybe even less visible gray. They didn't factor in less joy. Here's the twist. That ultra-short, tight-to-the-scalp cut, it can actually make your features look sharper. And not in the good way. When there's no lift, no movement, everything just settles. And when things start settling, let's just say gravity doesn't exactly need the extra help. Worse, flat cuts highlight exactly what most of us want to soften, like thinner hair, finer texture, or a face that's earned a few fabulous laugh lines. Instead, try this. Go for a short style, but keep some layers and lift around the crown. Soft volume, gentle movement. Like your hair's saying, hey, I'm still fun at parties. And no, you don't need to bust out a teasing comb the size of a baguette. A little lightweight mousse, a quick finger tousle, and you're good to go. If you've had the too short, too flat cut too, you're in very good company. I have old Christmas photos to prove it. Next up, the sneaky little habit that seems innocent until you realize it's quietly making your hair look thinner every single day. Brace yourself. This one hit me right between the highlights. 2. The daily over-smoothing oops. You ever catch yourself smoothing your hair down like you're ironing out a tablecloth before company arrives? Guilty, and yes, sometimes I even patted it like it was misbehaving. Turns out, all that flattening, especially with brushes, hands, or heavy serums, is quietly stealing your volume, strand by strand. And here's the kicker. When you press your hair down every day, it doesn't just look flatter. It learns to stay that way. Kind of like training a puppy, but in the worst possible direction. And when the top gets flatter, the rest of your hair starts looking thinner, sparklier, hello scalp glare, and just a little more tired than it deserves. Instead of smoothing everything into submission, try this. Flip your part slightly to the other side once in a while. Scrunch gently at the roots with your fingers. Let it look a little imperfect, like you just came back from brunch, not battle. It's funny how one tiny shift, literally just messing it up a little, can wake your whole look back up. If you've been guilty of daily hair ironing, join the club. My bathroom brush could probably file for workers' comp. Next up, the thing you're probably using after every shampoo, that's sneakily dragging your hair down instead of lifting it up. Hint, it smells nice, it feels nice, but it's setting you up for sabotage. 3. The conditioner conspiracy. You know that moment when you're standing in the shower, slathering on conditioner like you're frosting a cake? Yeah, been there, sometimes with both hands. It feels so good, right? Silky, creamy, promises of nourishment and deep repair floating around like spa music. You rinse it out thinking, wow, my hair's gonna look amazing. And then, by noon, your lovely hair is drooping faster than a houseplant you forgot to water. Here's the twist nobody told us. Too much heavy conditioner equals instant hair flatline, especially for finer hair after 60, when strands aren't as plump as they used to be. It's not you, it's basic physics, and maybe a little betrayal. Instead of slathering it from roots to ends, try this. Focus conditioner just on the bottom half, or even just the ends. Give your scalp and crown a little breathing room. They've been carrying the weight of all that deep moisture for years. Bonus tip: look for lightweight or volumizing conditioners that won't smother your strands. Think of it like swapping a heavy winter quilt for a breezy summer sheet. Your hair will still feel cared for, just less suffocated. If you've been using enough conditioner to moisturize a small village, no judgment. Pretty sure I could have bottled my rinse water and sold it as hair smoothie. Next up, we're tackling a styling habit that sounds polished, but actually shrinks your face faster than you can say bobby pins. And trust me, you might be doing it without even realizing. 4. The pinned back pitfall. You know those days when your hair just refuses to cooperate, and your brilliant solution is to pin it all back like you're starring in a cooking show? Guilty. I could have hosted an entire season of Kitchen Hair Chronicles. It feels tidy, practical, and hey, it keeps everything out of your coffee cup, right? But here's the kicker. Pulling all your hair straight back, tight and slick, actually pulls your features backward too, especially after 60, when volume is our best friend and flatness is, well, not. The tighter you pin it, the more your lovely face looks pinched, drawn, and a little harsher than it really is. Kind of like those stretchy fabric chairs that seem comfy until you sit down. Instead, try this. If you like pulling your hair back, leave a little softness around the face. A few loose pieces, a gentle side swoop, a little lift at the crown. Let it breathe. Let it move. Let it live. It's the difference between looking like you're about to fire someone and looking like you just floated in from a garden party. If you've ever pinned your hair so tightly that it felt like an accidental facelift, welcome to the sisterhood. Bonus points if your scalp still holds a grudge. Next up, the sneaky little styling myth we all fell for, because the magazine swore it was sleek and sophisticated. And spoiler, it wasn't doing us any favors. 5. The super sleek setback. Remember when every magazine cover was preaching the gospel of super sleek, super straight hair? Shiny, flat, parted straight down the middle? Like we were all supposed to look like extras on a soap opera? Yeah, I tried it. Even bought a flat iron so fancy, it came with a warning label. But here's the twist nobody mentioned. That hyper sleek style, it's not very forgiving once you hit a certain age. Instead of making us look polished and modern, it can actually make our faces look longer, thinner, and, brace yourself, more tired. Which is really rude, considering how much work it took to get it that flat. Turns out, a little bit of lift and a little bit of movement around the face does way more for softness, energy, and that alive look we all deserve. Instead of battling your hair into submission, try this: a soft wave, a little bend at the ends. Even just flipping one side slightly behind the ear can make you look fresher without a single hot tool meltdown. And if you're still holding on to that expensive straightener for dear life, no shame. Mine now lives under the bathroom sink, next to the abandoned self-tanner. Next up, we're tackling one last sneaky hairstyle habit, one that sounds practical, but might be making you look older without you even realizing it. Hint, it involves scissors. And trust me, we've all been talked into it at least once. 6. The practical chop myth. You ever sit in a salon chair, hear the words, "It'll be so much easier to manage," and somehow walk out missing about half your hair? Yeah, I still remember clutching the little paper cape like it could save me. Here's the thing. We were sold a big myth that practical meant short, blunt, and basic. Sure, it sounded good at the time. Less shampoo, less drying, more time to, I don't know, start a vegetable garden or learn French or something. But the real kicker? Those blunt, super practical cuts can actually age us faster than a birthday cake full of candles. Without softness, layers, or movement, hair can sit heavy, or worse, cling to the head, highlighting exactly what we want to balance out: thinner spots, changes in texture, and all that life experience we wear so beautifully. Instead, think about shapes that work with your hair's natural texture: soft layers, wispy ends, light around the face, like a breeze caught your hair, not a lawnmower. And listen, if you've ever agreed to the easy maintenance chop because you thought you were supposed to, you're not alone. Somewhere there's a photo of me looking like I'm about to teach middle school math. Next up, let's bring it all home with a few easy reminders about why none of this is about rules. Just about feeling a little more like yourself again. So, what did we figure out today? That short doesn't have to mean shrink-wrapped. That smoothing your hair into a pancake isn't doing you any favors. And that somewhere along the way, practical got wildly misinterpreted as flat, tight, and a little bit joyless. Good news, you didn't mess up. You just didn't have the right info. Neither did I. Trust me, my old photos could tell you stories. The real takeaway is simple. We're not here to age backward. We're just here to age smarter, a little softer, and with a lot more laughs along the way. If you take nothing else from today, take this. Your hair doesn't have to fight gravity alone. It just needs a little lift, a little looseness, and a whole lot less should. Tell me in the comments, which of today's hair habits are you ready to let go? And which one surprised you the most? Bonus points if you confess your funniest hair disaster. I'll be reading them with snacks. And hey, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Glow After 60, and hit that little bell so you don't miss more good tips, better laughs, and the occasional been there moment. Because feeling good after 60 shouldn't feel like a chore. It should feel like a really good conversation with better hair days to match. See you next time, and maybe with a little extra bounce in your step and your hair.